Marlon is now Matthew.
I don't know why that one hit me so hard. I don't know why that one. I don't like Marlon. If I remember correctly, he's like a little bit of a drunk.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh my god, everything's working this time. Did I give you the whole story of last time? What happened?
No, you didn't. You did not tell me. You texted me and told me that things were going terribly, that the whole thing kind of crashed and the audio was being weird, but I didn't get the full story.
We went about 25, 30 minutes before I realized none of the sound was coming through. We had to start all over.
25 minutes?
We started from scratch after I fixed it. Like nothing happened.
Oh my gosh, shout out to our friend Finn for not only appearing on podcast last week, but being willing to redo 25 to 30 minutes worth of content.
My boy had a blast. Not only that, Finn has, and this is before I never asked him to do this, he did this on his own. He has a custom shout out for us. Anytime I rate him or go in his chat, he does it.
I know, he's so nice.
He's a good old boy. We love Ilfinity. If you haven't watched the episode, go check it out. Except for Emily, you're not allowed to watch it because you still have a game to finish. And I just gave you a lot more other games to play. And, do.
I don't know if I did the capitalization on this one correctly. I'm trying to shout out Finn. It's a lowercase I, capital LL, right?
It doesn't matter. You just do...
Oh.
Yeah. Caps don't matter for that.
We don't have a shout out command.
Nope, we don't. I was curious. We probably should set that up.
Taking basic stream things for granted.
Oh my god, we still haven't even set up our affiliate status.
Anyway, follow our friend Finn. Finn, I promise one day we'll be as great as you and we'll have shout outs set up and we'll have something for you in gratitude.
You can find him on Twitch, you can find him on YouTube, and also he has stuff on Spotify. He has music
He's a great
on Spotify.
human being.
He's wonderful.
We love and appreciate him.
He's a wonderful dude. He loves his anime.
Who doesn't love their anime?
Well, I'm not gonna say.
We love it just in video game form.
True. Speaking of which, I'm gonna do a new segment today. Emily, you already know about this. We talked about this last week. Yeah, she already forgot. Wonderful. She also forgot yesterday that yesterday was Wednesday and not Thursday. And I will not let her live it down.
Let me tell you. It was kind of terrible because I spent the whole day mentally prepping for it. And then you were like, I sat down, I got ready, I was ready to go. And then it wasn't the right podcast date. But then I again had to do that again today where I was mentally prepping for, when you have plans later on. Maybe this is a socially awkward or socially anxious person thing. But when you have plans all later in the day, even if you're excited for the plans, it's still this thing you're counting down to mentally where you're oh, I have to be ready for this thing mentally. I'm not going to be able to just do whatever I want to do. I have this block of time I have to block out.
That is me up until this upcoming Sunday, because that's all my time is dedicated to stream, work, and doing her project.
Well, that's me. It's if I have something, even if it's podcast where it's at 8 p.m.
for an
all
hour.
day, I'm I have podcast tonight. I'm thinking about it. 10 hours till podcast, 6 hours till podcast. Have to be ready for podcast, and so it's kind of mentally taxing a little. And so I did that all day yesterday, and then I had to do it all day again today.
But it
was nobody's fault on my own.
She's even editing articles and accidentally typing, I have podcast tonight. I have podcast tonight.
I have podcast today. Yeah, it's so weird. We actually published an article that went out today, and my boss had to be hey, why are you talking about your podcast in the middle of this thing about cooperative?
Actually, yeah. Where's our free advertisement?
Out of here. For what purpose would cooperatives have to plug our podcast?
A potential investment opportunity.
Credit unions don't really invest.
I know, they're not allowed to.
In communities.
Yeah, they can't invest because then they're no longer a credit union. Yeah. Because it's the money of the people. Anywho, okay. I digress. Well, last week For those of you who don't know, I was in Michigan harassing this one. Well, other way, that one over there.
Wait,
Wait, oh, she's pulling up the photo.
I'll show you a cute photo.
Is it
Let
the
me turn
last
it
one
so
or
you
is it
can-
the beach one?
It's the last one.
See?
I don't know if it will work.
True. It shows that we are all real people and definitely not fake people. That was definitely not AI generated.
I had a good time.
It was a great, wonderful time. I went to a lot of game stores. And also last week was Prime Week, which means games are on sale. Now, I got too many games to be able to put all in one segment. So I'm just going to go over the highlights. It's going to be Blake's Haul.
Some of us don't buy from Amazon.
Listen. It was Prime Day. I had already gotten the Prime credit card before the whole shenanigans happened. And so now
You have a Prime credit card?
I've had it since 2022.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah.
Five-
Show off your new haul.
Okay. I just finished the Mass Effect series, so I have Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2.
I was there when you bought that.
You were there. This one, you were not there when I bought this one, but I gifted this same game to one of our friends because there's too many July birthdays up in Michigan. I got a copy of Road 96. I found one after, later on. So, which is a very, very, it's become popular indie title that people, I don't know anything about it. Everyone who I see talk about it say it's great, but we don't want to say anything because it's one of those things you have to go into blind or it ruins everything. So, I'm going to go into it blind. This one is Emily specific because it was dirt cheap. The limited edition of Star Wars Outlaws. It is in my hand. I own it now. This is for next year. Next year's backlog. But actually, you know what? I'm not going to start it until you either finish Expedition 33 or you start Final Fantasy 16.
Can we add a third one, which is if I finish 13 Sentinels?
No, because that one you've had for 2.5 years at this point. You've had time.
Let me tell you, I didn't ask for that game. You put it in my hand. You get it when you get it. And I'm working through it.
Oh my god. The next one was recommended by our good friend Cassandra Gaming Syndrome, aka Casual Gamer Syndrome. It's just how it is. Fantasian Neo Dimension, speaking of weeb shit, she loves this game. I've never heard of it until her, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I got it for like $20. And now the cream de la crop.
I just texted Tia to see if we could play 13 Sentinels soon so you can shut the fuck up. In fact, my exact words were, can we play 13 Sentinels soon so Blake will shut the fuck up.
Thanks for the intro to this episode now.
For the record, I'm playing this game through with a friend, which is part of the reason it's taking so long is because I can't just like turn it on and play it myself. She and I are playing through it together.
Not true. You guys watched Bones last weekend. So
we did. Sometimes we want to get together and do other things. Anyway, all right, the creme de la creme.
The last thing. Did you play Harvest Moon as a kid?
I did.
Well, Harvest Moon sucks now, but the people who made Harvest Moon made their own thing called Story of Seasons, and they re-released the best Harvest Moon from my childhood, A Wonderful Life. But this time it's Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, but it's the same game. Though I learned
that one has both genders in it too.
They do, and they changed 2 of the characters' names. Muffy is now Molly.
Stupid, Muffy was better.
It was. I don't remember the other one. My friend Julie, who got it as well, texted me.
Celia.
No, that was still Cecilia. That's still Roxy. What did she say? She said, Marlon is now Matthew.
I don't know why that one hit me so hard. I don't know why that one. I don't like Marlon. If I remember correctly, he's like a little bit of a drunk, and he's obsessed with Cecilia. And listen, this is how sexist this game was. If you play as a boy, you can marry the sweet, beautiful woman who plays the piano and is just really wholesome, named Luna. You can marry the beautiful and funny Muffy who works at the bar. You can marry Cecilia, who works at the farm, who's also super cute and sweet, and all really hardworking girlies. And then there is like one dud in the redheaded one who would like go back to school and leave you. Which, not to say women don't go back to school, but like in the context of the game, the women, if you play as a woman, not only did you get one less option, you got the guy who's a little bit of a drunk and obsessed with Cecilia. You got the guy, Rock, I think his name was, first of all, his name was Rock. He didn't wake up till noon, and he was no help whatsoever on the farm. He was lazy and rude. And then you have the homeless dude.
Let me see.
That's the dude who lives in a tent.
Okay, they did add more. Okay? They did add more for y'all. So
Tell me who.
You have
they corrected this.
You have Matthew. You have this dude named Gordy.
Is that the green dude?
No.
Gordy? Gordy coming in hot.
Okay, Nami is for the guy. Though I think you can date anyone as any gender. Like, I think they got rid of that.
Okay, even better.
They added another girl named Lumina, who I know nothing about.
Lumina. I think that, isn't that the girl who plays the piano?
Maybe it is. She wasn't in the original.
Mansion on the Hill?
She must be in Another Wonderful Life, because she was not in the original Wonderful Life.
No, she's in another wonderful. She's in the one with the woman, because if you play as, or she's in the edition because if you play as a man, you can marry her, but then she's the only one I think who can have a girl, because again, all of the characters inherently have boys. She's the only one who can produce a female heir.
By the way,
that's how sexist this game was. Not only did you get the shittier options, but you were always going to have a boy unless you got the special girl.
Side note, hi G, and hello Finn. Speaking of Finn, there he is on YouTube. Finn TV. Go follow Finn.
Thanks for stepping in last time. We really appreciate you. Blake was just telling me about the technical difficulties you had. You're such a trooper.
Dude is a legend for sitting with me for 25 minutes, realizing I fucked up, and then doing it all over again. Though the start of that episode is him putting in eye drops, which is the perfect opener. So...
a good time, even with the technical difficulties, Finn. We appreciate you.
What a beautiful, beautiful man that is. Other romance options. You call him the homeless man. I just call him a hippie because I am not classist. His name is Gustafa.
He lives in a tent. He lives in a tent.
Oh, there's another new... Wait, Rock? Was Rock a dude in there?
No, Rock's there. That's the guy who doesn't wake up till noon.
Oh.
Doesn't help on the farm, and is rude.
Then there's Molly, who they also... I feel like they changed her look as well.
Maybe a little. It more just looks like a little bit modernized, but
maybe
it doesn't look crazy different to me. Maybe her hair is slightly longer?
Maybe. Cecilia, same old, and that's it. Okay, so that's all of them. You guys did get your extra dude, who is Gordy.
Well, we needed one more man. First of all, it was uneven to begin with. Second of all of our options were terrible.
I hope Gordy's good, because what if Gordy sucks?
It would fit. It would track.
Okay. I mean, sure. And that's the end of this segment. Now time for the other bonus segment I do before we get to the actual podcast, and that's the backlog. I'm sorry, I'm gonna drive Emily off a cliff with all this.
Saying anything. I'm not saying
anything. Currently still playing through Mass Effect Andromeda. Nothing has changed since last time, though I have... We're not that far yet. I finished Voles, the ice planet. Okay, and now I'm on the mushroom, the one that you don't ride over in. It's like mushroom foresty planet with... Yeah, Harval. That's where I'm at right now.
Angara.
Yeah. So I do have my thoughts. And you're gonna be mad, I think. I don't dislike the game. I am enjoying the game. I wish it would have had a different title to it. If that makes sense.
Why? You're in the Andromeda Galaxy.
No. Not the Andromeda part. Not the Andromeda part. That's not the problem. That part's fine. It's the Mass Effect moniker that just doesn't... I will say this. The choices, and it's still early, so I could be wrong, but right now the choices do not feel nearly as impactful as I feel like they should. And that is the problem I'm having. I don't think it's inherently bad. I think people gave it too much shit. I will say that much. But as someone who did the original trilogy and then went immediately to Andromeda, I'm wanting a little bit more, but I'm not upset, if that makes sense.
No, I what you're saying. I also think you can't lose the Mass Effect moniker because it uses the same species backstory. Like, you need the entire backstory of the Mass Effect series to have this game.
No, because it happens before 3. Technically. I mean, yes, you were correct.
But I'm saying, like, all the stuff about, like, the Krogans and the Solarians and, like, the different species in the arc, it requires you to have some kind of context on who these species are and their interpersonal relationships, because this series doesn't really focus on how do all these species connect and how do they interact with one another. That's what the first series does. It focuses on how you build the relationship with the Angara and the Ket and all of that.
I'm curious as to how the Reapers from the first 3 games are only in the Milky Way and nowhere else. But
I don't know, man.
I'm thinking too deeply about that. Finn also mentioned Tales of Berseria. He is playing that right now. I started that years ago with Allison, and then I moved to Louisiana. We didn't pick it back up. That is on the backlog as well. That will probably be happening later in the year. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is next on this list.
Boy.
SMT5. That's gonna... No, it's not as long as Persona, so I'm fine. I'll get through. Thank God. It's 46 hours. Papa bless. I won't die.
Okay.
And that's the end of my alone segments. Unless, Emily, how's 13 Sentinels going? Not as a sarcastic comment, but like as a... You've played it a couple times.
Played parts of 13 Sentinels. It is...
Weird.
Funny. Hurts my brain a little. I am surprisingly enjoying it because if you had asked me, I'm not a girl who enjoys mechs. Not really a single thing about them except for the Iron Giant. But if you ever, and I guess the first Transformers movie.
Oh, the one where Megan Fox, looks normal. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm just not a girl who enjoys mechs. I never really got around to watching Pacific Rim. We just read a book for a book club last month that had a mech in it. I didn't really care for that one. I just don't find them interesting or compelling in any way, shape, or form. So I was a little nervous for this game, and I'm not far enough in to tell. But I am enjoying it. I think that the plot is really interesting. I'm trying to, like, weave it together. The only negative I would say is the combat.
Yes, I will agree.
I don't really like the very zoomed out look at the combat. It's not really my style, but it more feels like just a plot to keep the story going.
As a visual
or
novel.
Or to break up the story. Yeah, it's like, it's a visual novel, but it, like, shoves these, like, kind of awkwardly feeling
mech fights.
Fights in between the story to, like, break up the story. So I'm not gonna like rag on it for that because I can tell that it's a story first game, and I don't have about the story to tell you, but I think it's really interesting so far.
Hey, I'll take it. Finn, I love 30
We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with the character who is a boy, but he goes undercover as a woman because he can pass for a woman, and like the character who's like, I'm in love with you.
I forgot.
This is not going to make any sense to reviewer, so I don't really need to talk about it. But essentially, like, that person is really, really funny, and we're really enjoying them in that whole debacle right now.
Side note, do you have YouTube chat up?
I do not.
Because I'm talking to Finn, and I feel like you don't see anything I'm responding to. I swear, we're professionals. Maybe.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't make money off of this, therefore I'm not a professional.
I mean, we just haven't set it up yet because laziness.
What I'm playing? Yeah, I am playing 13 Sentinels very slowly. I have to admit, I've talked to Blake a little bit about this. I've talked to my friends about it. I think this year I set myself up. I did what Blake did. I created a backlog. But that backlog not only had video games, it also had a lot of books on it.
She's
like
read a
60
lot.
books to be specific. And I've been working through those, and I think I kind of hit a point where I got a little burnt out on reading things and playing things that I didn't pick myself or I didn't really want to play, and now I've been really struggling to, like, pick things up. I went through like this era where I was like really forcing myself to finish books that I didn't want to finish. And so I just like, I don't know. Mentally, I think I'm having a bit of a break from things. I've been consistently still playing Dreamlight Valley, and that really needs to stop one day.
Yeah, when you said that, you're going right back to Animal Crossing.
No, Animal Crossing's not here yet. But I have, like, it's weird. This whole year, I've been, like, every 2 minutes, somebody mentions a game to me. Like, Blake mentioned Andromeda, and I was like, yeah, I should go back and play Andromeda. And then me and my sister-in-law were talking the other night about Animal Crossing. I was like, should I restart my Animal Crossing game? And then I was like, oh, should I replay, like, the Zelda games? I've been, like, on this itch to just, like, go back to my old favorites for some of that, like, comfort. And so I think maybe next year, instead of this backlog trying to, like, get through it, I think what I'll do is just, like, allow myself some time to play some of my old favorites. But I think for now, I think we're going to finish 13 Sentinels. And then I don't know about Expedition 33. I don't know if I mentally can force myself to finish that one right now.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I accept it.
We'll finish it. I swear to you, I will play that game. I think maybe I'll even, I don't know. I'm struggling to do that right now. I'm going to play 13 Sentinels, and then Blake gave me Final Fantasy 16 that I'll probably start. I really do want to play the new Date Anything.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, her birthday's on Saturday. Her birthday. She's turning not 30 yet, but close.
Not
as close as you can get to 30 without being 30.
But not yet. I'm trying to, like, look up sorry, I have so many freaking documents. It was so far down. We have Silent Hill F coming in September that I'm going to play. We have Metal Gear Solid Delta. I'm going to play that coming in August. Tales of the Shire, I think I'll probably end up picking up. Then Ghost of Yotei, Resident Evil Requiem. We have a lot coming up. So I think my backlog is going to be 13 Sentinels and Final Fantasy 16, and then...
I only have 2 games left coming out this year. Those 2 games being Lost Soul Aside, which even that is a maybe, and then Ghost of Yotei. That's all I have left right now this year.
Okay, let me look at my backlog for 2025. What did I have on here?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
I have 13 Sentinels. So
Happy 25th birthday, Em. Sure. I've known Emily since she was 23 years old. Actually, no, you were 22. You were 22 when I talked to you the first time. What a baby.
I still have the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which I think I could reasonably do this year. I don't think that will be too hard. I do have Persona 3 Reload. That might be a little difficult to get through, because that's an 100+ hour game. And then Baldur's Gate 3. Which
is also a 100+ hour game.
I'm going to do my best to get through my backlog, but we'll see.
Cool. Speaking of Donkey Kong Bonanza, Finn, it's time to go over some news. And we'll start there. First things first, Donkey Kong Bonanza is a contender for Game of the Year, according to outlets. It has got a 90 on Metacritic, a lot of 10 out of 10s. It's doing really well. I am not going to pick it up yet. I'm holding off as much as I want it. But it is on my list. Huh? Oh, because I just got a whole bunch of different things, and I forgot it was coming out, to be honest. Oh, I need to wait. I need to get through my backlog before I do something new. Death Stranding on the beach. There's still 2 more that gotta go on that list. But there is a downside to Donkey Kong Bonanza. The Switch 2 is new, right? The Switch 2 is a new console, the new hot thing on the block. Donkey Kong Bonanza is already having frame rate issues, and Nintendo is aware and said, we prioritize in fun. And it's like, okay, come on, man.
Anything that we don't agree with, in which case we'll permaban you, or you try to loan your games to friends, in which case we're not going to be interested in that, or, just really anything that we don't approve of. So we're here for fun, but, like, not your kind of fun.
The banning got worse because man, you guys are really kickstarting all the news stories I had today. The next news story is apparently, so the first part of this is going to make sense. People who had the MiG switch, which is that like pirating device, who are putting it in their Switch 2s, their consoles are getting bricked. For those of you who don't know, every physical Switch game has like a unique identifier that. So my copy of Super Mario Odyssey, and if Emily had a copy, would have it both have unique identifiers that do not match, right? And so Nintendo would understand, hey, two Switches at the same time are playing this version of Odyssey with this unique identifier. This is pirated, right? And they're able to kind of identify. I don't know, like that's the most simplified way to put it.
Sure, I get it.
Here's the bad thing. People are buying used games for Switch 1, and I think, not Switch 2 yet, but for Switch 1, they are fake cartridges that do have the game on them, but most people aren't going to know what's real and fake. Like, your standard person isn't going to really know. And they're putting it in their Switch 2s, and it's breaking them because they're technically pirated, and these people didn't know. And that's already causing issues. And Nintendo is pretty much just saying, well, you shouldn't have pirated. Like, it's like a we didn't believe you situation.
And then that's not even like taking into account the whole twink thing.
Oh yeah, I mean that got fixed, thank God. But still.
Yeah, but still.
This one is not. Still. I mean, that makes me afraid. Like, the used market's about to die if this is the case. The used market will die for Switch, too.
Well, Nintendo doesn't even like the used market.
True. They don't even like the new market. They don't like anybody.
But they're here for fun. They prioritize fun, everyone.
You remember?
Prioritize your fun.
This feels like the political statement when people are saying like there's no hate like Christian love. There's no hate like Nintendo fun. I feel like. So.
I love you, Nintendo. Thank you so much for prioritizing the fun.
Continue to steal from me. I got two more stories, and then we'll go into the main topic, if that's okay.
I have a story.
Oh, you can go ahead, and then I'll do my last two.
Where's my Animal Crossing Nintendo Direct?
Oh,
that was rumored for that was rumored for July, and now I'm hearing the end of the month. So I guess we'll see. But Nintendo, you want to earn goodwill points with me? You want me to go out and buy your console? Where's Animal Crossing?
I need you to not fall down the rumor mill, because you know how many times we heard heavy rumors and high chance that we were going to get Wind Waker on the Switch with Twilight Princess?
Animal Crossing. I saw somebody posted today that it was like a fake photo of a Wind Waker Twilight Princess on the Switch 2, and it was like, this gets announced, and I was like, this was fake.
Yeah, this is the same fake we've been doing for the past 4 years.
Look at me, Nintendo.
Look at Finn. Me. Wait. Finn, also look at her.
Finn, look at me. If I don't have Animal Crossing news by the end of 2025, it's over for you.
Wait.
Over.
I'll be free from her wrath? She's quitting Pro Podcast? I get to replace... I'm just kidding.
Hurry up, Nintendo. The clock is ticking.
This is the last...
Do you really want to finish this year with 2 exclusives? Really?
This last bit of news is the only good piece of... Oh, we have 2 more pieces of news. This penultimate is the last Nintendo, but actual good news. And Emily and I kind of talked about it yesterday. I didn't really go into detail about it. We got our actor and actress for Zelda and Link. This is good news because they are 2 essentially no-name actors. We're both happy about that. Thank God there's no Chris Pratt playing Link. They're not pulling an Eddie Murphy where Chris Pratt is playing every single character. Thank God. Well, we don't know that. Ganondorf's going to be announced, and guess what? He's so cool. I would have been okay with Tom Holland. Timothy Chalamet, Ding Dong, no. But Tom Holland I would have been fine with. I would have been okay. It's fine. I wouldn't have been happy, but I wouldn't be sad. I wouldn't be happy, but I wouldn't have been sad. Plus, then again, from what I understand, I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on it. I heard the Uncharted movie was not good. Yeah! I love it. Oh, dude, I'm in. I'm in. I think Pedro Pascal is. Oh wait, what?
This is censorship.
Oh my god. Well, it's only temporary things. Jesus Christ, what happened? What the hell? I hate it. I hate it here.
Why are you censoring me?
Hold, I'm fixing. Oh, hey, look, crazy, you can speak now.
Stop censoring me.
You are. Here's the thing.
I'm saying better things than you are.
It works here, but apparently it was not here anymore. I don't know what's happening. I updated Windows 11 once, and it said "fuck all." Apparently. Luckily, we were mostly on a regular thing.
About how my sister didn't know who Pedro Pascal was and not enchanted by him in any way, shape, or form. And that's crazy to me because I'm enchanted by everything Pedro Pascal does. The most unrealistic movie on earth is that new rom-com that came out with Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal, in which I know just from the generic setup of the movie that she chooses Chris Evans.
Interesting.
In what world? It's not 2014. He's not Captain America living in the 2014 world. It's 2025, and in this world, we're in love with Pedro Pascal.
Quick side note, and I thought about it today, given the topic that I was asking you to test for me earlier. I realized, and I kind of miss her now. I haven't seen Dakota Fanning in anything lately.
You think she died?
No, because Elle Fanning is in Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Her sister.
I have to tell you, Blake, if one sibling dies, the whole family doesn't need to collectively die.
Hold on. We're looking this up.
Not a family-wide event.
IMDb. You know, I mean, and fair, but
could have died, and Elle Fanning could still be in other productions.
What has she done lately? She has 3 upcoming. She's been in a TV show called The Perfect Couple. The Watchers. She's been in a lot of shit that I just haven't.
Are you talking about Dakota or Elle now?
Dakota.
Oh.
Well, I also learned this year that Dakota had a sister named Elle. I didn't know Elle Fanning was a person.
You didn't know about Elle Fanning?
Nope. What are the 3 upcoming things? Vicious. I don't know what that is. All Her Fault and Alma. I know nothing about any of this.
No, that means nothing to me.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know Elle Fanning existed. So.
She does.
Yes.
She was in the Maleficent movie, both of them.
I did not see it. I know that that men are very horny for Elle Fanning in Death Stranding because of how realistic.
Yeah, she's the one in Death Stranding. You just said that. Yeah, she's all things. Elle Fanning's good.
People are obsessed with feet though, and that's the thing that makes me uncomfortable. Yep. Anywho, last piece of short news, and then we'll get into our real thing. Last week, we got a state of play for Ghost of Yotei, and they showed us a lot of shit. I highly recommend you guys go watch it. We're not going to go over everything here, but please go watch it. We're going to get a lot of cool shit. But I do want to point out these Ghost of Yotei PS5s and controllers because they look.
Hey, where? Show me.
It's on. It's on the screen.
Oh, I don't like it.
Wait, you don't like anything.
I'm just a girl who likes colorful things, and PlayStation continues to look me in the eye and say, did you want white? Did you want black? Did you want silver? Did you want neon dark blue?
I just want to see, like, the controller itself. I think that looks good. I think that looks incredible. The white and the gold.
I don't like it. It looks like it was originally like gold, and then somebody painted it white, and then somebody took a fork and like used the fork to scrape off some of the paint.
Wait, what's this one? Is this is a fake one? Yeah, that has to be a fake one. I don't know what that is.
I like that one better.
Really?
It's yellow. It's yellow. It's a fun color. I'm so sick. I'm not having any colors.
I have purple right here in my hands.
Oh my gosh, that is like the deepest blue I've ever seen.
It's a deep purple. It looks blue on camera because lighting shit, but it is very much purple.
Like, it's always like they only do like dark colors because you have to be a gamer, and gamers can only have dark red, dark blue.
We gotta give it to Xbox. That's the one thing I'll give to Xbox. They do fun colors. They do a lot of fun colors.
Where's my pastel baby blue? Where's my seafoam green?
Oh, that was the wrong button. I don't know.
Where's my bubblegum pink? You know, Nintendo has a lot of crimes, but they gave me bubblegum pink Joy-Cons.
And they're matching too. They're not even like two different colors. They gave you matching.
They're matching.
That was one of my biggest issues with the Switch. One was at launch the only matching colors you can get were gray.
That's because gamers can't have fun colored things.
You could also get red and blue, but they could only be red and blue. They couldn't be
the brightest red and blue on Earth.
I have them right here.
Sorry,
and actually, these are not my launch edition. My Switch came with they only had the gray ones left, so these are the inverse. Red is now on the left and blue is on the right versus the way it was released, which was other way around. But
unique. We're 30 minutes in. We should probably talk about our main thing, huh?
It's a murder mystery that's been going on for years. Go ahead.
The death of our co-op.
Who killed him?
I have been thinking about this a lot. This was a topic I was actually driving in the car, just like contemplating life and existence, where I was like, hey, wait a minute. Wait a ding dong minute. Where are all my couch co-op games? Because you know what? I miss them. And I think we need to bring them back.
We have...
And... Go ahead.
No, you first.
I was just going to say, I don't think we will. Because I think... I'll talk in a minute about the way things have shifted and how the model has shifted. Consumer expectations have shifted. But, come on, man. Couch co-op was such a great way to, like, be able to play games with your friends without all of you having to own the game separately. And, like, split screen? Oh.
There are very few games that still do it. It still exists to some extent. Split Fiction.
It does.
Hazelight Studio, all of Hazelight Studio games are technically couch co-op. You don't both have to own the game. You can be in the same room. Like, that is all good. Mario Kart.
That's how Blake and I played Split Fiction, actually, was he bought the game and I was able to just log in and do it split screen.
True. She has to help me get the platinum. But probably not. We'll see.
I can help you do that. It's like developers who are like acting in good faith are willing to do it, but most of them are putting any kind of multiplayer experience behind a subscription model.
What's really bad is that Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft are all guilty of a paywall for any multiplayer experience.
Yeah.
Period. Shout out Steam for not charging us.
Question, Blake, when you were a child, because you have siblings.
Yes.
What was your favorite like couch co-op experience?
Specifically, and you're gonna laugh at me for this one, Naruto Ultimate Ninja for the PlayStation 2.
Incredible.
Fighting game. Also, actually, I take it back because me and my brother spent our whole summer doing this. Even if it is pretty, egregious on Nintendo's part. Legend of Zelda 4 Sword Adventure as well.
You did love that one.
I do love that game.
Just like the fact that was built into the whole concept of the game.
It was predatory, but it's great.
Me and my siblings did the very obvious Mario Kart, Mario Party thing, but me and my brother and our friends were really big into the couch co-op for 007, The World Is Not Enough, the second one.
Okay.
On the N64, there were two. There was GoldenEye and then The World Is Not Enough.
Okay.
And we loved it. It was like a 4-person split screen, and you basically just got set loose in the different James Bond levels, and you found random guns. It was very similar to GoldenEye, just a little more fleshed out. Like, you found different guns, and you shot each other. But we always did, like, different modes for it. We had, like, a Protect the President mode, and we always had this one NPC who was M, which if you've ever seen 007, she's a good guy. But in our mind, she was the hardest NPC to kill. and therefore she was the villain. We just had so much fun. I think back and I'm like, hey, how can I do that today? And I really can't, unless I have Mario Kart or Mario Party, because I hate to say it, because we've been talking a lot of crap about Nintendo the last few weeks, and they still have a subscription model. But I think Nintendo is the only console consistently making and outputting games that support couch co-op.
First party specifically, because there are you do have to not count fighting games technically, because by their very nature, all fighting games are couch co-op. Like, that is the exception to the rule. Sonic Adventure 2 he's right. Sonic Adventure 2 did have a split screen mode back on the GameCube and the Dreamcast.
Like, that was good. I remember going to my friend's house and playing the original Kirby Air Rider. Like, I'm wondering now if Kirby Air Riders will offer that split screen, and I
don't think they will. I don't think it will.
You think they will?
No, I don't. No, I take it back, because if we go by that same logic, Mario Kart World wouldn't have it. Mario Kart World would not.
But like, that's the big thing. Like, Mario Kart is their biggest seller. They have to offer split screen there, right? Because they're counting not just like on people like you and me who are going to play Mario Kart together, but they're counting on a family of, 6 or 5, whatever, playing that at home.
Yes.
Right. They're not going to sell that without it, but they could sell Kirby Air Rider, I think, without it.
Let me correct myself. Finn was in fact talking about Sonic 2 for the Sega Genesis and not Sonic Adventure 2 for the Dreamcast. That is my mistake. I will correct myself now. He is also correct there. Finn, you are not old. You're like 12. Chill, brother. Continue. I was a Nintendo boy. Actually, I was a Sony kid.
Told me the story the other day that she went to the store and she was going to either buy a Game Boy for us or she was going to buy a Sega. And she bought the Sega because not only was the screen larger, but it also was backlit, whereas Nintendo made you buy a separate backlight. And she thought that was, like, really cheap of them.
So here's the thing that I guess you probably already know. Those batteries died so quick in the Sega handheld.
For sure. But I just thought it was funny that she said that. She was telling me that story the other day. And I was like, Nintendo keeping out important accessories and then making you buy them separately. On par for them.
I will say this now. In today's day and age, yes. At that point in time, when you think about power consumption, I understand it a little bit more. But it's still not great, but I understand it more because those batteries would have only lasted an hour to 2 hours.
Veering too far from our actual topic, and we spent half this podcast not talking about the topic, so we actually have to spend the half hour we do have talking about it.
Okay.
So jumping back to my example of James Bond, because that was one of my favorites to play as a kid. We got that new James Bond coming out, right? That's obviously not going to have couch co-op. In fact, I looked it up, and they were like, "We're not even doing a multiplayer mode."
Oh, that's bananas.
Kirby Air Rider probably not coming with a multiplayer mode, or if it does, it's going to be online only. And you're going to have to pay for it. Even games like Animal Crossing that did have an online multiplayer system back in the day. Me and my friend Tia, we used to do online multiplayer for Animal Crossing, not New Horizons, City Folk, back on the Wii. Now, you can do it still, but you have to pay the subscription model. Yep. You have to pay the however much money a year to have access to their online services. And if you stop paying, you can't play the games with your friends. Just Disney Dreamlight Valley on the PlayStation 5. If I don't pay for that, I can't do multiplayer with my friends. So it's not just a matter of you both buying the console, buying the game, and making sure you have it all. You also have to both purchase the subscription model.
I think there needs to be exceptions. Now, there are games that bypass this. So, for example, Fall Guys. If you get it on any console, you no longer have to have the online service, no matter where you get it. It will let you in because they have their own independent service. So there are some good actors out there. But for the most part, there is a lot of negative, egregious actors out there. I think Fortnite's also free. I don't think you need the subscription, but that's also Epic. That makes sense.
I was going to say another great couch co-op game, Overcooked.
Overcooked is still around too. They still, that will be on, no, I can't count that as a backlog game. I don't think I can count that as a backlog game.
I mean, it technically does have a story.
I mean, I just don't want to murder my friends. in any
Yeah.
way. Actually, no, that's the spirit of couch co-op, though, if you think about it. The whole purpose is, like, either, like, joy and everyone's laughing or everyone's at each other's throats, right? Like, think Mario Kart, Mario Party, Overcooked, but Overcooked's cooperative anger.
My 1 year, this was a couple years ago, Cassie brought, I don't remember what game it was. It was a Pokemon game, but it had like, it was like Pokemon Mario Party.
Oh, wait, no, it was Pokemon Stadium for the N64 because it had mini games, but there were no board game.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there was one night she brought that over, and like all of us sat in front of that, all of our N64 controllers, and we played that game. And I was so infuriated as a person who did not care about Pokemon. I was so infuriated.
She still doesn't care about Pokemon.
I still don't. You're so right.
I tried.
But couch co-op is just, there's something different about it. I'm not saying get rid of, I'm not saying online is bad. Online is great, right? Like,
Yeah.
you and I regularly play Repo together, and we wouldn't be able to do that without online.
Correct. Among Us as well is another
Among Us. And like when you and I do play things like Mario Kart, we obviously play them online because we're so far apart. It's really like, I don't want to shame the invention of online multiplayer because that has brought more people together. Arguably, we're only friends with a lot of people through being able to have like online multiplayer games.
Correct.
Yes. We at one point there was a time where it was only couch co-op. And then you had this very short window with like the Wii era, right? Where you had couch co-op games like Wii Sports. But then you also had like internet co-op games like Animal Crossing where you could use the internet to go to each other's islands. And then we shifted away and now it's like internet only. And not only is it internet only, but we've also paywalled it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think in the PS3 era if there was anything split screen. Maybe Need for Speed Carbon. Maybe. But I can't think of anything else that wasn't a fighting game. Huh?
Little Big Planet?
Little Big Planet, technically, yes. It did have some form of couch co-op.
Also, this isn't specific. I don't think this is first party, obviously, but they had the Lego games.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Those.
You and I played through the entire Harry Potter Lego series.
I have so many Lego games on that shelf I need to play, but yes, those are couch co-op. I could play those with Allison.
They're a lot of fun. I think she would really like them.
Today, I think I'm going to start with Lego The Incredibles because it is an easy intro point.
Yeah. Wish there was more options for like if you're having a game, like a party in person, or you have people together, your family, to be able to like go and be like, or even like just you and Allison, a couple who likes to play games together.
Yes.
To be able to go and say, here's a game that you and I can play together and enjoy that's not just Mario Kart or Mario Party.
And we don't have
to. Selection is incredibly limited.
We already mentioned the ones that are like available, like Haze Light, sure, and then fighting games. Maybe a racing game other than Mario Kart, but I can't think of any that are split screen currently. Twisted Metal was... I would have to check for Twisted Metal. I don't know. I never played Twisted Metal on the PS3. I definitely know there wasn't any on PS4 that I can think of other than Haze Light Studio games. There was It Takes Two, and there was A Way Out.
It just sucks that, like, again, I'm using you now, Allison, as an example. If you and your wife wanted to play a game together, like, what are you going to do other than Mario Kart, Mario Party, right? Like, what is your option going to be? And if you do want to play the game together, like, if Allison wants to play Repo and you want to play Repo, there's no option for you to put Repo on and have a split screen. Allison has to have her own version of the game. You have to have your own version of the game.
Now, to play tiny, I'm not saying it's right, but to play a tiny bit of understanding, because even now playing Mario Kart split screen with 4 different people can be difficult.
Fantastic. Forgetting which screen you are and driving as somebody else for a quarter of the race is part of the experience.
You know what? Valid. That doesn't. That tiny little square is just sometimes hard to see, and I feel like I have no control. But I think that's part of the bananas part of it. But think about playing like a GoldenEye, right? GoldenEye was it was kind of hard with 4 people specifically. It was kind of hard to do. 4 different squares. Yeah. I think it'd be easier now, but now that I'm old and my eyes are bad, you know.
The last time I played, my eyes are bad. The last time I played GoldenEye, this is such a specific memory. I was in Osaka, Japan, and we went to a video game bar and we played it on like an arcade style TV, but we still had the remotes and we were like throwing back shots and playing GoldenEye. And it was incredible because I kicked so much ass.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, this is so great. I'm having so much fun. Of course, that bar's probably shut down because Nintendo shut down most of the gaming bars in Japan at this point because they don't like that. But you know what, Nintendo? If you don't want me to go to those games, where is my modern day James Bond with a 4-person split screen couch co-op option?
I literally just want to play anything that's couch co-op. I mean, I need more games specifically like Haze-like games, I think is what I'm trying to get at. Like, the We Were Here series it is a multiplayer game that's required to be multiplayer, and we cannot play it split screen. We have to be in 2 separate locations with 2 separate copies. It makes sense, minus the 2 copies of the game. I think that's a little egregious. Like, only one person should have to own it, but I digress.
You know what I was just thinking that should have been couch co-op, really, with a split screen option? This might have been a little wonky. New Horizons really should have had it, considering the fact that it didn't matter how many accounts you had on the Switch. You could only have one island. You should have been able to have 2 players on the island, like collecting resources together, decorating together, like moving things around. Like, you should have been able to play that with like your siblings or with a friend, like start an island together. And instead they said, actually, you have to share the island, but only one person gets to play at a time. And not only did one person get to play at a time, but only one person was considered the main character. Everybody else was kind of an offshoot.
Another game that probably could have gone away with it, and this is kind of veering away from the Nintendo side of things. Technically, Spider-Man 2 could have gone away with it because they were both Peters. Being able to play 2 people playing as both Peters would have been incredible. Now, granted, story beats would not have made certain sense in certain instances, but both being able to swing around the city at the same time would have been pretty cool. Just saying.
A lot of potential for couch co-op that games aren't even really considering anymore just because it's not something they feel they need to provide. It's harder to do, and it's an extra thing that doesn't actually make them any revenue. Whereas they can just say, we're going to do online multiplayer, pay us our money, and they can move on with their lives.
Now they do try to sweeten the deal, and they say, oh, you're not happy with the sole fact that you have to pay us all this money to play online? We'll give you 3 of the shittiest games you've ever seen in your life every month for free. Like, thanks, Sony and Xbox.
I don't pay for Sony's anymore because I don't have a multiplayer game. Like, my friends and I don't do multiplayer Dream My Valley, and I'm not paying for that.
Well, to be fair, and I can attest for this, and it may have gotten better, but I doubt it. Multiplayer Dream My Valley was bad.
It was shit.
It's
so bad.
Still bad, probably.
It was horrendous. Because it's not like, I mean, it is like Animal Crossing in the sense that like you can go to people's valleys and you can go to their store and you can buy stuff, but I can't gift people things. I can't be like, oh, you wanted this couch? I have it. I'll give it to you. I'll craft you this item for you to take.
That was the thing. Yeah, if Emily wanted anything, she'd have to look in my store first, and I'd have to let her in to buy it. I couldn't buy it and just give it to her. She'd have to come in just to buy it, which is not great. But
I mean, you could do that in Animal Crossing too. Like, I could go to your island and gone to your shop.
No, that's different though. I mean, if both options exist, fine. But I feel like the gifting should have been the priority.
It's an absolutely horrific multiplayer. It's not good in any way, shape, or form. That's why we don't play it, and that's why I canceled my subscription.
Tracks.
I think there should be more options for games to have couch co-op, especially like now. The longer I'm stewing on this Animal Crossing one, the angrier I'm getting because it's like the best case scenario for a split screen multiplayer. You have multiple players on one island.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Why can't it be split screen? I don't understand.
It's either do that or make everyone be able to have their own island on their own account.
Why wasn't that a thing? I don't understand. The fact that they forced everybody to share one island, all right, that's fine. Make it split screen. Let people play on the whatever.
Like design together and make decisions.
I'm getting more and more frustrated the more we talk about Animal Crossing. I'm trying to think of other games that could have really done a split screen couch co-op.
You know what
I
I
think
miss specifically while you're stewing in that? I miss the games that didn't have an obvious split screen couch co-op, but if someone picked up a second controller, like Sonic 2, I think was one of those games. You're playing as Sonic and someone picks up a second controller, all of a sudden they're controlling Tails with you. But that was not like, it's not like a requirement.
You could play as one or the other. I'm trying to think of other games that did that because
there were ones with secret player 2 options. Let me see. Games with secret player 2 options.
Right, if you see me leaning, it's because I'm trying to pet my cat who's behind me.
Let's see.
Say hi to everyone. Come here.
There's apparently, as of a year ago, a lot of people are saying there's quite a few with
Good job.
Terraria. Okay, these are not what I was looking for. Okay, those are not secret. Hidden movement for 2. I don't know. I have to figure it out. The only example I'm really seeing is Sonic.
What do you mean? Come say hi to everyone. They can't see like this.
Bean. Here's a whole list of secret player 2 options. Oh my god, the last one will shock you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go through all of them. The last one's gonna shock you. First is Goemon's Great Adventure. Don't care. Onimusha, Dawn of the Dreams. Meh. Legend of Oasis. Front Mission Gun Hazard. Eco has a secret player 2. Sonic Adventure. That one also has not a secret player 2. Devil May Cry 3, Duke Nukem 0 Hour, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Shadow the Hedgehog, I knew that one. Diddy Kong Racing has a secret 2-player option. Urban Rain. This one shocks me, and I know exactly where they put it. The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. Where do you think it would be?
Option?
It would be in 2 specific dungeons.
Oh, are you talking about the? Are you talking about Makar and what's her name?
Yes.
What's her name?
Oh no! They're not even talking about that. They're talking about the Tingle Tracker as the secret player 2 option. Damn it!
You know what? I wasn't gonna say you were wrong, but I was like, I don't know how you would be able to have somebody play as them because you're specifically supposed to command them. And I do remember some weird shit with that Tingle thing.
That was the most predatory thing Nintendo ever did, was the GameCube Game Boy connector and the requirements. I'm opening up chat.
Nintendo supposed to command.
Say that again?
The most predatory thing they've ever done?
One of the most. I said one of the most predatory.
They've done a lot.
Right now, they're the most predatory they have ever been. Currently, in this current time, day and age, they are the most predatory they've ever been, and there will be no beating it.
They've been working real hard.
There's no such thing as love like Nintendo hate, or other way around. There's no love like Nintendo hate. No, there's no hate like Nintendo love. Fuck. It's okay.
There's no fun like Nintendo's anti-consumerism.
There's no fun like Nintendo's capitalist agenda.
Greed?
Yeah, corporate greed. Who will?
But don't worry, all the Toads look the same now, so it was worth it.
I think what's bananas is if we were to actually sit down and go through Steam, we'd probably find way more couch co-op games.
Because I believe that smaller developers are more willing to give you those things.
Let's see. I'm going to open the store here, and we're going to see categories. I think couch co-op is a category. Hold. I thought I just saw it. Maybe I'm seeing things. Okay, maybe not. But, like...
How do you do couch co-op with Steam?
Huh?
How do you do couch co-op with Steam?
You can have 2 controllers hooked up to a computer.
I guess.
Or 1 controller and a mouse keyboard. There's a specific game that me and Chase did. It was called Ultimate Chicken Horse. That we did couch co-op on Steam. That game is bananas. It is a good time. But that's also on consoles. What's weird there's a lot of games. I don't know. There's a lot of games that just feel like they can't be couch co-op anymore, based off like the fact that story-based games. And I'm not mad about this. I love story-based games, and I will always choose story-based games over a multiplayer game about 99% of the time. But like because a lot of the industry is going that direction, a lot of those options just aren't available. Now, granted, they don't fall into the horrendous same box of, hey, pay us money so you can play this game in its entirety, right? They don't have that same issue. However, given the way that the market's going and that people are realizing that single-player experiences are the best, it is making a change. She's distracted by Bean.
I'm listening to you, but also I had this revelation.
I mean, I've had one. Oh, go ahead.
Why didn't The Last of Us have a couch co-op mode?
It honestly could have. One person being Ellie,
and one of you plays as Ellie.
And honestly, that could have been split screen. To be fair, I think, and I haven't played the Uncharted game, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you have someone with you the entire time. You could have made the Uncharted games couch co-op to some degree.
Are they not couch co-op ever? I thought maybe they were.
Nope. There's an online mode for the originals. But the Mass Effect games had an online mode for the originals. Also, I'm never going to get the Andromeda Platinum because there's online trophies. Thanks, EA.
Yeah, I don't have that Platinum either.
I did learn. So apparently, EA bought BioWare in October of 2007. Mass Effect 1 released in November of 2007. Had it been any sooner, that game would have been completely different, and you know it.
But it released... No, you're saying it released a month after they were bought? I don't
right,
think
so
that influenced...
No, that's what I'm saying. If EA had purchased them a year prior, let's say,
yes.
Mass Effect would have been a completely different game. So they couldn't touch it. It was too late. It was already on the disc.
He's distracting me just a little.
I also...
So handsome and poised.
I kind of will end with this, and this is one thing I mainly miss, because a lot of the only real party games that I can think of, specifically of that caliber, I remember the PS2 eras and the GameCube era had a lot of them, like Shrek Super Party, but all we really get now is like Mario Party, and then Overcooked are the only two. Jackbox, I mean, I guess if you want to count that as couch co-op, technically, I guess.
It's like in the vein, kind of.
I guess. But like, dude, I miss Shrek Super Party for the PS2. I love that game. It was bananas. It was real bad, but it was fun. You know?
I miss Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing. I've never played it, but I know it was very loved. Thanks, Rare.
If you could port one couch co-op game to modern day consoles, which one would you port?
I'm going to switch what I said earlier, and I'm going to stick with Shrek Super Party for the PS2 because it's so goofy. If you haven't, Finn, you're right. We need more Hazelight. That's 100% correct. But if you haven't, download a PS2 emulator, or if you have a PS2, this game is like $5 on eBay. Get a copy of Shrek Super Party and just play it with a friend and just experience how nuts it is. I played it with our friend Crate Classic on stream like years ago, and it is, oh boy, it's so fun. It's in the category of it's so bad it's good, and the couch co-op makes it phenomenal. Now it's your turn.
Why are you biting me?
She's so distracted.
I am. My cat's sitting like right in front of me, staring at me, and both biting me and licking me. So like, I'm not sure what it is you want from me, unless look, you can see it. He's got his derpy little tongue out like this.
Dude, that cat goes cross-eyed. He sticks his tongue out.
He's so derpy. I love you.
He's a little dumb, but I love him.
It's not his fault. He got hit by a car.
It's true. Can't confirm.
He does his best. If I was to port one couch co-op game, I do think it would be The World Is Not Enough from the James Bond game.
The 007 games.
I loved that game so much. Why you bite?
I'm now gonna go down this rabbit hole of of couch co-ops of modern day, and then we'll call it. Here is modern day couch co-ops within the last 5 years. It Takes Two, obviously. Okay,
Name anything that aren't Hazelight Studios or Overcooked.
Luigi's Mansion 3, Untitled Goose Game.
Or was that a remake?
Luigi's Mansion 3 was not a remake. That was the original game. Luigi's Mansion 2 is a remake.
Okay, continue.
Untitled Goose Game.
Is that co-op? I didn't realize.
I didn't either. Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. I also did not know was co-op. No. Scissor Clips. That came out. That was a Switch launch title. Spiritfarer is an indie title. Streets of Rage 4. That falls into the beat 'em up / fighting game style that always has it. Cuphead. Technically, yes, that is couch co-op. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is also couch co-op. Forgot that was couch co-op.
It's really just Nintendo.
Yeah, the next one, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Rayman Legends is not Nintendo, but same. Unravel and Unravel 2. Lego Horizon Adventures, which I'm not buying. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's we need more. That's what I got. I mean, it makes me sad. Now, once again, I'm grateful for the online experiences I have because I get to play games with Emily, even though we live 17 hours apart. But
I would love to be able to show up at a friend's house, and have them be like, "Oh, I have this game, let's play," and I don't have to be like, "Oh, yes, let me go home, boot up my own PS5, purchase the game myself, turn it on, make sure we all have the subscription model, and then launch the game and play separately." I would love for her to be like, "Here's the second controller I purchased. Let's play this game together."
Side note, kind of related, but not because it's not couch co-op. I'm going to share one of my favorite memories with Emily, but if you guys ever tell anyone I was nice to her, I will beat the shit out of you. This was last year, and she's at my house, and we were up till like 3 a.m. going through Resident Evil 7, trying to get this platinum, and losing our minds, and realizing we have to start again.
Oh, that was such a good time. I distinctly remember the last night I was there, I had to beat Mia on Madhouse, and you went to bed, and I was like, I can't go to bed until I beat Mia on Madhouse. Otherwise, I'm never going to get through this Madhouse run before I have to leave for the airport. And so I stayed up until I finally beat Mia, and I learned you could break a wall. I didn't know you could. That was such a fun weekend, us playing through that game repeatedly.
I think you were only up an hour past when I went.
It was
like 3 a.m. Yeah. The only reason I had to go to bed is because I was having my sleep study that night. I found out I have sleep apnea. But
we had a fun time, and that's not technically, you're right, that's not technically couch co-op, but it's very fun. It turns out playing games with your friends in person is actually a very fun experience.
I know my friends live far away, so
maybe not one day.
They're already indoctrinating. Look at my hat. This feels like propaganda.
You got me this hat. Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but you live there. Nothing's changed.
I wore this hat yesterday, and so many people complimented it.
You should tell Allison.
Blake and Allison got it for me.
We did. Did you guys know her birthday's in 2 days? Crazy. That is gonna do it for us, unless you had anything you wanted to add for the end.
I like playing video games with my friends, and I don't like when video game companies tell me how I have to do that.
No, keep it as it. I don't like when video game company tell me why I can't do that. Okay, don't tell
me what I can do. Let me play my game. Let me play my games with friends on couch or online.
Look, my mom said I can go play Nintendo with you if your mom said it was cool. So ask your mom. We play Nintendo.
Bring your extra N64 controllers because they only have 3. But also, I call the purple one with the clear center so that I can see the fun wires inside the controller. That was mine.
Oh, fine. I get to be player 1 then.
Literally, or back in the days when the Wii, you press the button as fast as you could to try to get player 1.
Oh my god! I do that on Jackbox now. I race to get the host.
You race to enter the code so you can do the VIP.
Yes. On that note, you can find me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/The Bearded Blake Show. Emily's system should work now. I think I fixed it. I think I may have fixed it.
Finn, I don't have anything planned. Maybe Sunday night I'll play a game. I have some games I've been wanting to play. I do want to play Date Anything, so actually maybe I'll buy that and stream that on Sunday night. Or maybe we'll play Repo. I don't know. We'll see.
Do it. Date Dorian.
A Sunday night Repo for a birthday weekend celebration would be fun.
I cannot play on Sunday because me and my wife will have people over at my house.
It is her birthday, you're right.
It is her birthday day.
Repo's off the table then, if you guys are busy.
Though Saturday Repo, even though you probably already have plans, I am available.
Too late Saturday. I am going to the beach, hopefully having a beach day on Saturday.
So there you go.
But later in the evening.
But yeah, you can find her at twitch.tv/EmilyJean33. If you're watching on YouTube, come follow us on Twitch and come watch us live. If you're here on Twitch, go and subscribe to the YouTube. Please do both. We need the help. Also, we post this on Spotify, but nobody watches on Spotify. So
we're just not popular, Blake. You just gotta accept that.
I will not.
We are.
If you don't tell your friends about us, then you hate me, and that's just how it is.
That's not true. We know you don't hate us.
We know it's not true. But go tell your mom. Seriously, go tell your mom and dad. They would love to have us.
Don't tell your mom. I don't think she'll like it. I don't know your mom. I don't think she likes video games.
Are you assuming you know their mother?
Yeah, I'm assuming I know. I guess, like, if you know your mom's a big video game fan, toss it out there. But my own mother doesn't even watch this show. So she will, however, be very polite when I tell her my video game theories. She's very polite about it. But that's why I made this podcast, so that I could force all of you to listen to my
you made this podcast. We
made this podcast. I more meant why I reached out to you saying we should make a podcast because I could not viewer.
True.
I was
sitting
in my rental in Switzerland by myself.
Playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Ranting repeatedly to myself about Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, this is psychotic behavior. I took some break, and I was like, we need to start a podcast so that other people can hear these opinions, because I'm going crazy just talking to myself in the wall like there's people there.
I didn't even think about it. So episode 50 with Finn was last time. We already talked about that. That was our 2-year anniversary too.
I don't know how many years we've been in this. 2 years. Wow, I wasn't even there for 50 episodes. 2 years wasn't there.
You know what's even more bananas?
Really are replacing me.
You know what else is more bananas? That next day, and I didn't even think about it until like yesterday. That was my 8-year streaming anniversary. Was July 4th. Like, and I didn't
streaming on July 4th. Interesting call.
I didn't have any friends at that point. I wasn't invited to any parties.
That's so sad.
That's not true. I had friends, but I wasn't invited to any parties, and my family did things early in the day, so it was nighttime.
2017 Blake makes me so sad.
2017 Blake was very sad. Very sad kid. On that note, we're going to go ahead and jump out of here. I hope everyone has a wonderful night.
Sorry, Finn. Wait, hold on. I'm responding to Finn. Sorry, Finn. I didn't surprise you. I didn't play the video game. I played part of the video game, and I never finished the video game.
Yeah. Even though she told me she was going to try her best. She never.
You know what? Sometimes my best is not playing a game because I do and playing things that make me happy.
That's true. So yes, Finn, you are. If anything ever comes up, we would love to have you again. And before we go, I want you guys to remember.
Talk about, buddy. Tell us what games you want to share your opinion on, and we will open up this space right here for you.
To leave us on a very happy note, remember every single episode of Podstation 64 you watch is technically couch co-op, split screen. So just remember that.
Couch together.
It doesn't matter. We're still split screen.
But that's just online. This is online for sure.
Okay, but if you were in the same room, then it would still be the same setup. But if you were, you know what? I tried to say something nice and tie it all together, and you ruined it. You suck.
Wrong,
you know what? I said nice things about her, and this is how she treats me.
It was just a lie, though. I mean, like, one day when we live in the same city and we have, like, our setup, that will be couch co-op. This is not couch co-op.
True. Are we gonna have a couch, or are we gonna have a table where both of us are wearing microphones and headsets and be across from each other, both with our own iPads, staring at our own iPads, and then making wild accusations of things that aren't true, but acting like they are true because we read one article that Joe Rogan posted?
Like the couch specifically so that I can have a blanket and I'm purely thinking of my own comfort here.
I love how the comfort was the thing, and you just completely ignored my... Thank you for ignoring my ramblings. They meant nothing, but...
No, I knew. I mean, like, you were referring to the very many, like, two-person male podcasts and how they exist, and I was thinking, that's not me. I want a blanket.
There are podcasts like that with blankets.
Okay, great. That's the podcast I want to be. What's the, like, Call Her Daddy podcast? She's on a couch.
And does she have a blanket?
This looks really comfy.
We'll figure it out. I mean, I have to get up there first. We have years for that. Okay, everybody, that's it. We're gonna go now. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Remember, Emily likes breaking my dreams.
We appreciate you.
All right, bye.